yet. Nope. Damn it. The Darnells sat there, unmoving, watching her, because that wasn't creepy at all. Mrs. Darnell, frowsy, bad perm, blue eyeshadow up to her brows, showed her perfect white teeth in what could pass for a smile. "Do you have any news for us? When will you banish the ghost?" Chess's phone beeped. A text. A text from the Black Squad. Thank fuck they were almost there. Good. She didn't have to sit around wasting time with these people. "I do have news." She pulled the forms from the file. "This is my statement of truth, copies of which I've already filed with the church. This one is for you to sign. It's the affidavit of spectral fraud, which is basically your confession. And this one? What the hell are you talking about? We haven't committed any fraud. There's no..." "Mr. Darnell?" Normally she'd stand up for this part. But what the hell? The chair was pretty comfortable. "I found and photographed the projectors set up in the attic. I won't bother to point out to you where the holes in the ceiling are, since you already know. The ectoplasm on your walls has been analyzed, twice for confirmation, as a mixture of cornstarch, gelatin, iridescent paint, and water." She waited for a response and didn't get one. Good. "I also have pictures of the portable air conditioner you set up beneath the house. That's another crime, by the way, putting anything underground. But I imagine you know that. To fake sudden changes in temperature. One of my hidden cameras caught you breaking the mirrors, and another one very clearly shows you and Mrs. Darnell discussing your crimes." Mr. and Mrs. Darnell looked guilty. Their children, Cassie and Curtis, how cute, looked confused. Chess directed her next comments to them. "I have 2 orders of relinquishment here. You 2 are going to be taken to the church with your parents. But when they go to prison, you'll be moving in with another family member or, failing that, a home will be found for you. You'll be safe there." She could only hope that last line was true. It hadn't been for her. None of those homes she'd been sent to had been safe, or at least not more than a couple of them. But that was a long time ago. That was before the church was really settled. That was a mistake. She was an anomaly or something, and it mattered only in her memories. Because the church had saved her. They'd taken her out of that life and given her a new one. The church had found her and made her into something real. The 2 children looked at each other, looked at Chess, looked at their parents. What was the expression on their faces? Shock? Curiosity? Chess couldn't quite read it. She squeezed her eyes shut, opened them again. Shit. She didn't usually have problems like this from her pills. And no way had she gotten a bad batch. Lex had given her those. And Lex might be in charge of the downside gang in direct opposition to the one Chess's everything worked for. But Lex wouldn't try to do her any harm. She knew that. Lex was her friend. So what the fuck? Her eyes itched, too. She raised her hand to rub at them, struggled to raise it. In fact, she'd been sitting still for a few minutes, hadn't she? Without moving. The room started to rock around her, as if she and the Darnells sat on the deck of a ship in stormy waters. Nausea slithered through her stomach, up her throat. Her skin tingled. Not her skin, actually. Her tattoos. Runes and sigils inscribed into her skin with magic-imbued ink by the church. Tingled. The way they always did in the presence of ghosts. Or in the presence of magic. It took forever to turn her head to the left, on a neck that felt like it was being squeezed by strong, hard hands she couldn't see. Who was... Fuck. Someone was casting some kind of spell on her. Who was it? What was it? She couldn't tell, couldn't see well enough to tell. Just a shape, a spot of darker shadow in the long hallway. But whatever it was, it felt like a man. She had enough presence of mind to know that.